This was a report that was actually commissioned by the German Bishop Conference to look into the extent of child abuse within the Catholic Church in Germany. And the authors of this report uncovered some 3,677 cases of abuse. And in most cases, the victims were male. They tended to be younger than 13 years old. And this report states that in most cases, the victims got to know their abusers through their involvement in the Catholic Church or through attending church. Now, in investigating, the authors of this report said that they looked at some 38,000 files from 27 different church dioceses across the country, but in many cases they weren't able to get access to the files that they properly wanted to investigate. They were blocked by the Catholic Church in different parts of the country. So in many cases their investigation was just based on what information they were actually provided by the Catholic Church. So it's thought that they were sort of limited in their investigation. Also, some files that they did manage to get access to were manipulated or had been destroyed. So it's thought that the extent of the abuse could actually be greater than what is reported in this study. Now, around a third of these cases that were reported were actually pursued by the Catholic Church. It's thought that what happened a lot more frequently was that members of the clergy that had been accused of abuse were quite quietly by the Catholic Church moved to a different diocese where they would continue their work there quite quietly without ever facing any sort of legal retribution or any jurisdiction. So this is really, of course, coming as a huge shock, and authors of this report say that the extent of the abuse may be far greater than what they were actually able to investigate.
Far greater than nearly 4,000 children being abused. It is quite shocking indeed. Has there been any reaction in Germany to all this?
Well, Annalise, at the moment we're still waiting for a reaction from political leaders and also, of course, critically leaders from the Catholic Church. We've heard from Bishop Stephen Ackermann, a German bishop, who has said that he was absolutely horrified by this, and he said that this report was commissioned not only to show the extent of the abuse within the Catholic Church, but also to prevent it ever happening again. But as I said, we're still waiting to hear a lot more reaction to this very shocking report.